Good day everyone, my name is Hayden Jamal of HaydenJamal.com, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the most important element of a home studio investment, and that is the microphone. Just kidding, it's acoustic treatment and it will always be acoustic treatment. So what I want to do today is give you a small tour of what my studio looks like when it comes to acoustic treatment, and also how you can get more bang for your buck if you kind of understand your microphone juxtaposed to where your acoustic treatment is inside of the studio. So let's get into the video. So the first thing that you want to understand about your home studio when it comes to acoustic treatment is that acoustic treatment is really only as effective as what your microphone captures, right? A lot of people focus on getting really good acoustic treatment inside of the whole room, but they don't have to actually do that, because the only thing that you're really trying to do is eliminate all of the unnecessary reverb and echoes that this thing hears. So you have to remember that this thing is a dummy. It is only going to record or pick up what you want it to record. So the purposes of the actual treatment or the actual material is that it absorbs a lot of these noises, right? If you were to scream into a pillow, like right into a pillow, it's gonna absorb a lot of that noise that's coming out, right? That's the idea. So that's why you'll see foams and all kinds of different stuff inside of the home studio to eliminate a lot of those unnecessary echoes and such, because the sounds are just bouncing off the walls if there isn't nothing there. Let's think about sound waves real quick. If you don't understand sound waves, very briefly, when I am talking forward this way, then my sound waves are traveling this way. So they're traveling really, really, really fast. So to illustrate exactly what I'm saying when it comes to sound waves traveling in the direction in which you're speaking, I'm going to use something that is, like softer, for instance, and I'm going to speak and I'm going to raise this in front of my voice. Now, I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You see how it made a tremendous difference when I raised something in front of my voice, because I'm blocking it from getting to the microphone. So effectively, that's what we're really trying to do. Now, here's the thing. The first thing you want to do when it comes to treating your studio, you need to first decide where your microphone is going to be. This is probably the most important thing, because if you don't have your microphone placed in the right place, no matter what you do, you're going to have problems in your studio. So look around your room, right? First thing you want to understand is, where do all the external noises come from? If the external noises come from a specific area in the room, then you want to have your microphone as far away from that as possible. It just makes sense, right? So, for instance, for me, there's a wall right there and there's a wall right there. On this side of the wall is outside, so I have car noises and all of that outside noise, and on that side I have the apartment noise, right? So it makes sense to make sure that my microphone is dead in the middle, because noise has to travel far to get to the microphone from this direction, and the noise has to travel far from this direction to get to the microphone as well. So it is the most important to have this dead in the middle. Now further with the room, my equipment is on that side. Therefore, my microphone is completely on this side. So no noise is coming from that side, no noise is coming from that side. I have my equipment, like my computer and everything, on that side. Therefore, furthest from it, microphone. And that is why the microphone is placed here. Now, because the microphone is placed here, I'm not going to have my microphone, where I'm rapping this way. Why? Because I can't treat anything right here. So let's talk about treatment real quick. This is the face of the microphone. So that means when I'm rapping or when I'm singing or whatever, I am speaking in this direction. If I am speaking in this direction, then the first thing that's going to happen is my voice is going to travel through this microphone and it's going to hit this wall. Now, if I don't have any treatment on this wall, the noises that my voice is making is going to bounce off this wall and go right back through the microphone. That's the echo, that's the reverb you do not want. Makes sense? If you're going to have acoustic treatment in the studio, the easiest way to cut out 25% of the reverb and the echoes that your microphone is going to get is to make sure that the direction in which you are rapping or the direction in which you are singing, you have a lot of treatment. And that is why on this back wall, I have a lot of treatment. It just makes sense. With that, when I'm going this way, my voice hits all of this. So this is absorbing a lot of that noise, is kind of deadening the sound. Now, of course, I don't have the entire wall done. So I also have the exact opposite of the wall, because that, when it hits this wall, it's going to travel to the opposite side. The most important thing first stage is to make sure that you've got the wall, like on this side, treated. So if you're in a closet, for instance, if you're facing inside the closet, then you want to have right behind the microphone where your voice is traveling, you want to have all of that padded up. You want to have that like a dead space. That will knock out a big majority of the problems that you may have in your home studio. Let's go a step further. Now that we've got that back wall kind of filled up, we're going to now think about, or else our voice is going to be traveling. So not only is it going forward, but it's going sideways, right? And we have to think about our microphone. My microphone is a cardioid pattern, meaning that it picks up some of its noises from the sides, meaning that I should block off some of the noises or the reverbs or the echoes coming from the sides. So directly left and directly right from the microphone, I will also have treatment there as well. So if you're in a closet or something like that, that back behind it as well as on the sides, there you go. That's the best way that you'll treat that as well. So now you're deadening on the back, now you're deadening on the sides. So you've effectively almost created like a booth. That's kind of the idea, right, for the entire room. So with that being said, back wall and the sides, do you have to spend a lot of money? Not necessarily. So what I'm going to do now is give you somewhat like a mini tour of the different ways that I've treated my room, some cheap and some expensive. Okay guys, so as I was saying, I've got the microphone here and I've got the treatment in the back, right? So that's, your big pads right there on the back. But then we've also got on the side, we've got padding right there. And then we've also got a big blanket. Now I've got 2 layers of blankets there. Now, here's the thing. Those are 2 layers of blankets. That's a big window. So you want to get all of your windows covered up if you can. You can go to a thrift store and get big blankets for like $10 a piece. I would recommend getting a bunch of them, nailing them up on the walls over your windows if you want to eliminate some of those noises. Of course, I've got some more padding there. Now let's go back to the microphone area, which is right here. Focus that in. Now we've got this guy here. I've got that other blanket right there. That's another 2 layers of blankets there. So this wall is really covered up pretty good. I've got that one pillow right there. Those pillows cost me like $3. I've got these tiles here on the sides, right? Got those tiles there on the sides. And then I've got these 2 big panels, these tan panels. If you watch the intro, I'm actually doing my intro on one of those panels there. So I've got those big panels there. Ooh. Motif legend. All right, so now I've got that blanket right there. So again, those sides are covered. You want to get those sides covered. Now let's go to the very opposite of the side of the microphone. So this is the wall. So I've got those big pads. Got those really big pads there. So I've got some more pads. It's the very opposite wall of the microphone. So that's important. And then of course on the other window I've got those 2 layers of blankets there too. Now I want to talk about something else, right? So do you have to do everything on the cheap? No. So I've got this guy right here. I got it held up with some duct tape, a couple thumbtacks. I got anything that I can get the thing on the wall on. I think I got that out of like a mattress set or something like that, or I just found it in a dumpster or whatever. Hey, but it works. I've also got some of these tiles up here, up on the ceiling. Now, these guys are super important. If you were going to actually buy any piece like off of Amazon or anything like that or in a store, I would definitely say go ahead and grab the bass traps. Now, here's the thing. Do not go to Guitar Center to get no bass traps or anything like that. They charge an arm and a leg. It is unreal how much they charge for bass traps. Get them off of Amazon. It's much cheaper. Just trust me on that one. Now, I've got more bass traps there behind the light. I've got layers on that, and I got ones in the corners. I try to get bass traps in all the corners. I feel like they've made a big difference in my studio sound. Now, I've got here some more treatment on this wall. And then I've got some pillows up there. Those pillows, like I said, cost me $2-3. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. You want to also, try to get things where you have opposition to everything. So got more there. So everything I try to make sure I have is like in opposition. I don't just have things all crazy willy-nilly. But that's it. That's how I've treated my room, and it's a very dead space. It's just, it's not fully treated, but it's more than enough to do the job. The most important thing, like I said, I think is the bass traps and getting the area around the microphone isolated really well. Once I did that, I was really, really in business. And so that's my time. I hope I've explained it well enough for you in layman's terms from one songwriter to another. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description below. Remember to be the dream, stop dreaming, and subscribe. See, I'm new man, he ain't nothing like me. He a little short, he a little slim. Said he wanna fight me, overheard what you said about him. You said he don't incite you, yeah, but he treat you good. When y'all go out, man, he feed you good.